Okay, so when we talk about closed passage, all right, if you have your book with you, all right, I hope all of you have your book with you. Okay, it's on page 148, all right, page 148. So that is called closed passage, where you have a passage, that means an article, all right, and then they black out, all right, certain words, okay, and they want to test you on your vocabulary or grammar skill, all right, and some of the grammar aspect they usually test is on tenses, all right, preposition, and sometimes even adjectives or adverb, but most commonly it's either on tense or preposition. Okay, so if you look at page 148, I am looking at page 148. Yeah, this is your book, right? This book?
That book 148 is a blank page.
Blank page. What book am I looking at? Okay. What about enrichment practice 2? What do you see? Can you look for enrichment practice 2? This probably could be an old book. Enrichment practice 2. Can you please find that?
On page 141.
141.
Okay, is it, does the line starts in December 2019?
No.
What does it start with?
In our society, it's difficult to love your body without effort.
Oh my god. Hang on. In our society, it's not in my book. Okay, never mind. I don't have this one. Okay, Zuleika, can you just snapshot that particular page and send to me, to my WhatsApp, please?
Sure.
Yeah, 141, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody look at page 141.
Telegram or on WhatsApp, madam?
Either one, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Received, Zuleika. All right, okay. I forgot. I was using the old one, all right? Apologies. Okay, I thought that there was no changes in terms of the practice. Okay, all right. So when you look at this particular passage, all right, Zuleika, I may also need the following page, all right, because there's only until number 8. The questions are only until number 8, is it? All right. Can you just check whether the next page there are continuation, all right? For this particular article. All right. So when you look at this particular article, all right, on page 141 of your book, all right, first is you need to identify, all right, what tense are they using throughout the article? Okay, because sometimes, all right, certain article, they may use present tense and then some, they may use past tense. So that actually affects the verb and verb that you are going to use, all right, for the passage itself. All right, let's look at this one. In our society, it is difficult to love your body without effort, and it can take many years of work to get there. And then the sentence starts with there are. So it tells us that they are using present tense. Okay, so present tense can be divided into, present tense, present continuous tense. Okay, we also have present perfect tense. Okay, so there are few types of tenses that we're dealing with. All right, so I'm going to share you a little bit of document, all right, where you can use as a guidance, okay, to just give you a little bit of knowledge in terms of what are the aspects of grammar should I focus and should I revise for the upcoming closed passage. All right. All right. Okay, so some of the things that you should focus when we look at closed passage is, of course, present tense. Okay, you cannot run away from the rule of SVA. All right, subject verb agreement. Okay, where you have S for the singular nouns, okay, and the verb is without s for the plural noun. For example, I is singular, the verb is without, even though. And are you from Sabah? Okay, where are you? What?
Sabah.
Sabah. Okay, if your area is under PKPD, all right, you have to collect at the nearest post office. But anyway, I didn't get your, for group AR. Are you from group AR?
Yes.
Okay. Can you just ask your leader, all right, to just send me the names of those who have not got the book so that I can track according to the the tracking number. But apparently, when we checked, most of those in Sabah, right? What happened is that the books, all right, have been placed in the post office. Okay, all right. If you have their number, you just try to give them a call and then see. Okay, but anyway, you can update. I think Shazrina is the leader. All right. Pertaining to this, and then I will trace. Okay. Anyway, I've already shared the document in our Telegram group, so you can just have a look at it over there. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So when we look at present tense, okay, remember I and you, they don't fall into this category, even though they are singular, but we denote them as an exclusive case. All right. They will always follow the rule of a plural. Okay. So it is a bit different for he, she, or any particular name. Okay, these are singular noun, and you have to use a singular verb, okay, which has s. That is first, okay? And then you go on to understand past tense. Even past tense, there are few. Okay, past participle, all right, where you have to use the the irregular form of verb. Okay, but anyway, the most common one is that we have the regular verb and the irregular verb. Okay, so the regular verb you just have to add ed. Okay, for past tense. Okay, and then if it's an irregular verb, it goes through changes. For example, eat becomes ate. All right, and then you have the future tense, which talks about future. All right, what will happen, and usually it comes with the we call that auxiliary verb. Okay, we have shall, will. Okay, sorry, not auxiliary, modal verb. Okay, shall, will. Okay, or would. Okay, or may. Okay, to denote that these are in future tense. Okay, so that is for tenses. Okay, we cannot run away from tenses. So when you know what tense the whole article is in, okay, you can answer them according to the tense that you need. All right, and sometimes, okay, they may also test preposition. Okay, preposition is a particular word that shows time, place, and manner. For example, the class starts the class starts at 8 a.m. That shows time. Okay, in block 6. All right, that shows place. Okay, and we go to class by bus, so that is manner. All right, so these are three types of preposition, and some of the list of prepositions are above. Okay, to show the the location above on top of something. Across is like across. Okay, can be opposite of you as well. After, of course, selepas. Okay, at usually talks about place. All right, can you place the book at my office? All right, if it's in the office, it is inside. That means into the office. But at the office can be usually, it can even be placed outside of the office. All right, it's not a particular position. Okay, and before, of course, in prior to this, behind, behind is behind, of course. Okay, sometimes people also use the word behind to talk about delay. Okay, I'm running behind the due date. Okay, that's different context. But when we talk about in the context of preposition, the book is behind the cupboard. All right, the spoon is behind the basket. To talk about it, the location. All right, beside, close to you, all right, next to you, can come and sit beside me. That means next to you. We can even say come and sit next to me, all right? Okay, so besides a table. So here, the context is different. Okay, that means there's nothing in the room besides a table. So it's not talking about the location that is next to, but they're trying to emphasize that, apart from the table, there is nothing else in the room. Okay, besides. Kecuali lah. Okay, and by, all right, we're talking about time. Okay, you have to be here by 3 o'clock or by 4 o'clock. This is also called preposition. All right. 4 is to talk about like to, okay, untuk, okay, or you can even say, can you come here for the meeting? Okay, so that's also called preposition. From is to talk about the location or locality. Into is like you're going inside. Okay, box off, all right, to talk about a collection of something. Okay, under, all right, of course, below, all right, or you can even say underneath. Okay, that's also the same. With a stone, it's like using something. All right, can you come with me? That means alongside with me. All right, so these are some of the common usage of preposition that would be tested. All right, or that shall be tested for your final assessment. Okay, and then remember I also said at some points they may also test your adjectives or adverb. Okay, and then when we talk about adjectives, we have two types of adjective. We have the definite demonstrative adjective, all right, or indefinite demonstrative adjective. So the difference is that definite is that the usage of these, okay, and indefinite is that there is no particular there is no definite or we call that particular usage of adjective, or particular usage of noun and so on. For example, this book is mine. You're emphasizing that this is mine. So the difference between these, that, this, that, these, and those. Okay, this is for singular, ini. Okay, that adalah itu, singular as well. And these is to talk about plural. Okay, ini as well, but it denotes that it's more than one. Okay, the same thing, those. It's the plural version of that. Okay, all right. So the rest, I'm sure you know that there is a definite article, and then I cannot do such thing is also a type of definite demonstrative adjective because we're not emphasizing which one. All right. Okay, this is the same story, the same. All right, you're referring to a particular. You're talking about a particular event. Okay, the same. You are describing it. Okay, so indefinite demonstrative adjective talks about you are not pointing out any particular object. He has an horse. Okay, so the horse here is not referring to the horse. Okay, this is a different version of object. Okay, all right. That's weird. Why did I put this? Just give me a second. Let me just check through my notes again. I may have made a mistake over here. Okay, all right. So apparently the reason why I put this is because it's to talk about the structure of language itself. So he has an horse here does not refer to the animal horse. Okay, it refers to probably a group of band. Okay, particularly it's a famous musical band in one of the country. Okay, especially Australia, I think. So but anyway, forget about the first one. I don't want to confuse you further, okay? The second one, he has not any brother. That means, he doesn't have any brother. So you're not pointing it out, okay? He saw me one day, not a specific day. You did not say, he saw me that day. That's the difference there, okay? A certain man, okay? So you're not figuring or you're not particularly pointing it out, okay? Some man, okay? Any other box? Another. Okay, these are some of the words that you can use. And is also, rather than saying the, okay, you use an or a. Okay, all right. So another aspect that you may be tested, all right, it's called pronoun. Okay, so pronoun, we have few types of pronoun. We have the personal pronoun, we have the interrogative pronoun, we have the reflexive pronoun, and so on. So if you're asking me what is the personal pronoun, like are, you, they, these are personal pronoun. Okay, and then we have possessive pronoun like mine, yours, and so on. And then interrogative pronoun is in terms of asking questions, okay, like who is that? Whose books are those? Whom do you love? Okay, so why is there a difference between who, whose, and whom? Okay, right. So who refers to a particular person. Okay, all right. Who said so? That means you're asking. You're asking in particular in terms of information. Whose is usually talking about possessive. All right, that means the ownership of something. Whom usually refers to a particular person. For example, whom are you following? Or whom do you love? Because it's followed by a, we call that an auxiliary verb. All right? Okay. Which? Okay, next would be which. Okay, which is usually referring to a person or a thing as well. All right? Which of these boys won the prize, or which of these books do you like the most? Okay, it's either one. It can refer to person or place. What usually refers to animal and things, of course. Okay, we cannot run away from that. So these are some possible ones that would be tested, all right, for your we call that for your closed passage. Okay, so usually, all right, my students they enjoy doing closed passage. Okay, stop sharing. Okay. Okay, they enjoy doing closed passage because they feel that it always gives them the thrill to emphasize, to practice more on their grammar. Okay, as I said, a reading passage can be a little bit daunting. Okay, but closed passage can be a little bit tricky if you don't pay attention to the keywords. Okay, now we're gonna try a quick practice. Okay, as I see it on page 141. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys like 5 minutes. Okay, 5 to 10 minutes to read the passage and do it accordingly. All right, for those who do not have it, okay, all right, I just forwarded in our group. Okay, what about anyone else from other groups? I don't know. I hope you have the book with you. It's 141. Okay, so take about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, and then we will come back and discuss on the answers. Okay.